Okay, fine. So let's start today class. Let's try to share the screen and then we will discuss today how we can find the inverse Z transform by the long division method. Okay, we have already discussed some method how we can find the inverse of the Z transform. Basically, I have already discussed by the partial fraction method for find the inverse of Z transform. Okay, so today we are going to discuss another method, that means inverse of Z transform by long division method. Okay. So this is basically same as the division, general division we have performed. So just see how we can find the inverse of the Z transform by long division method. Okay. So suppose that if we consider one example, that means signal given in Z transform. So if you consider example number 1, that is xz equal to signal given in Z transform. So xz equal to z divided by z minus 1 by 2. Okay. Xz equal to z divided by z minus 1 by 2. Just write here the expression of xz is equal to z by z minus 1 by 2. Okay. Z by z minus 1 by 2. One by 2. Okay. Find the inverse of given xz in xz. Okay. Xz. So if you remember, we have already tried the standard formula for the z by z minus a. Okay, z by z by, this is the based on the standard formula z by z minus a. So we have already transformed some discrete digital signal in Z transform. Okay, so if you find out by the basic formula of the discrete time signal, then you may find out this is a standard formula Z by Z minus E. Okay, if you remember, then you can just directly find out this is based on the a to the power n un. Is it not? This is based on the a to the power n un. So we are going to reverse of that discrete time signal. That means inverse of the Z transform. So just try to similarly divide this Z by Z minus 1 by 2. So this 1 by 2 you maybe write as 0.5. Okay. So if you divide Z by Z minus 0.5, okay, and just try to solve this equation. So how we can just write in this form? Suppose that, yeah, maybe write in this form. So Z minus 0.5, you can write here. So Z minus 0.5, okay, dividing Z. So we can write in this fashion, Z, okay. So if you divide, and another thing is given to you, the magnitude of ROC, that means ROC, its magnitude of Z is greater than 1. Magnitude of Z is greater than 1. Magnitude of Z is greater than 1. So this signal is like a causal signal. Okay, signal is a causal signal. If the ROC, that means magnitude of Z is greater than 1. So this one is your very part. Greater than 1. You can write here. Yeah. Oh, this one. So greater than 1. That means signal is your causal signal. Okay. So Z by Z minus 1 by 2, that means Z divided by Z minus 0.5. If you divide by 1 times, that means here you will get the value of 1 times. So Z minus 0.5. Okay. Z minus 0.5. So here you will get Z and Z cancel if you subtract Z minus 0.5. So you will get the value of plus 0.5 plus 0.5. So how you can just write here? .5. So if we subtract this one, so just simply if you subtract Z minus 0.5, you will get plus 0.5, 0.5. Okay, 0.5. If you divide by, that means next कितना जाएगा, कितना टाइम्स? यहाँ पे Z ऑलरेडी है, तो Z इनवर्स से हम लोग को मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा इसको, तब जाकर के आएगा Z and Z इनवर्स कैंसिल होगा. So just multiply by 0.5 Z inverse. Okay, 0.5 Z inverse. So plus 0.5 Z inverse. Okay. Z inverse. Z inverse. Okay. So here we can write here Z into 0.5 into Z inverse equal to 0.5. Okay. So here you can just write 0.5 0.5 Z and Z inverse is cancelled. So second term is your minus 0.25, 0.5 into 0.5. So 0.25, 0.25 into Z inverse. Okay, into Z inverse. Z inverse. Okay. So this 0.5 and minus this 0.5 is cancelled to each other, and this one becomes plus 0.25 Z inverse. Okay. So if you subtract this one, so it will becomes plus 0.25 Z inverse. 0.25 Z inverse. So this one becomes 0.25 Z inverse. Z inverse. Z inverse. Okay. And so this one becomes 0.025 Z inverse. If you multiply by 0.025 Z minus 2, so it will becomes 0.025 Z inverse. Okay. If you multiply by this term, that means Z minus 0.5 by 0.025 Z minus 2. Okay. So write the third term, 0.25 Z minus 2. 0.25 Z to the power minus 2. Z to the power minus 2. Okay. तो यहाँ पे क्या आ जाएगा, मीन्स फर्स्ट टर्म में मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो 0.025 Z इनवर्स, ये कैंसिल हो जाएगा सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे तो. सो जस्ट फर्स्ट टर्म इज योर 0.025 Z inverse (0.25 Z inverse सेकेंड टर्म क्या हो जाएगा, सेकेंड टर्म हो जाएगा 0.5 into 0.25, that means 0.125. So 0.125 into Z to the power minus 2 into Z to the power minus 2, Z to the power minus 2. अब इसमें यदि इस टर्म को सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे तो क्या बचेगा, ये टर्म फर्स्ट टर्म कैंसिल हो जाएगा 0.25 Z इनवर्स एंड 0.25 Z इनवर्स, ये कैंसिल हो जाएगा, ये बचेगा कितना माइनस 0.125 Z to the power minus 2. Okay, so you subtract, so this one will becomes 0. Minus this one is your minus. Okay. This one is your minus. Okay. So क्या बचेगा इसमें, माइनस 0. ये माइनस हो जाएगा, ये प्लस हो जाएगा, दैट मीन्स Here first term 0.25 Z inverse and 0.25 minus 0.25 Z inverse is cancelled to each other and remains in your hand is your plus 0.125 Z to the power minus 2. Okay, so plus 0.125 Z to the power minus 2. Okay, Z to the power minus 2. Z to the power minus 2. Minus 2. नेक्स्ट क्या करना पड़ेगा, इसको मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा 0.125 इंटू जेड टू द पावर माइनस 3. ये कंटिन्यूस चलते रहेगा प्रोसेस. ठीक है, ये कंटिन्यूस प्रोसेस चलते रहेगा. दैट मींस दिस वन विल बिकम्स 0.125 जेड टू द पावर माइनस 3. okay, जेड टू द पावर माइनस 3. Z to the power minus 3. So this one is continue like this one. So this is your expression for the xn. That means 1 plus 0.5 z to the power minus 1, 0.25 z to the power minus 2, 0.125 z to the power minus 3. Okay. So if we write here the coefficient of x0, x1, n equal to, if you put x0, that means we can write here the coefficient of xn equal to the coefficient of xn xn equal to first coefficient is your 1, x1, that means x0, x1 is your 0.5, x2 is your 0.25, x3 is your x0, x1, x2, x3. x3 is your 0.125. okay, so your coefficient is your 1, 0.5, 0.25, 0.25, 0.125, 0.125. So similarly this one increases in this fashion. Okay, coefficient of x1, x2, x3, something like this one. Okay, so if you put in the standard form in terms of n, if you want to write this signal in terms of n, okay, so this one is nothing but a to the power n un के form में. So in place of a, your value is your 1/2. okay, so this one if you want to express in terms of n, so we can just write xn equal to 1/2 to the power n un. okay, so xn equal to 1/2 to the power n, 1/2 to the power n, 1/2. So 1/2 to the power n (1/2 to the power n the power n un. So this is your un. So you will find out if n equal to 1. So 1 by 2 to the power 0 is your 1. U 0 is already 1. So x 0 is your 1. Okay. If you put n equal to 1, so 1 by 2 is your 0.5 and u1 is already 1. Okay. So second term x1 is your 0.5. Okay. If you put n equal to 3, if you put n equal to 2, if you put n equal to 2, that means 1 by 2 to the power 2, so is your 0.25. And u2, that means this is your un is your step input signal, so this magnitude is always 1. So 1 by 2 to the power 2 into un equal to 0.25. Okay. If you put n equal to 3, that means 1 by 2 to the power 3, that means 1 by 8. So 1 by 8 is your 0.125. Okay, u3 is 1. Okay. So this is the xn, that means inverse of the z expression. Whatever the expression given here in terms of z, so just we can find out the inverse of z, that means discrete time signal. So discrete time signal, it becomes 1 by 2 to the power n un. Okay. So now two important point here note down, that means one, how we can represent the z polynomial of denominator and numerator here. Okay, if the signal is your causal, that means region of convergence, magnitude of z is greater than 1, so signal is your causal. If magnitude region of convergence, that means magnitude of z is less than 1, then this signal is said to be non-causal signal. Okay, the signal is said to be non-causal signal. So just how we can represent their z transform and inverse of the z transform. It's inverse of the z power. Okay, just try to see their numerator and denominator portion. So if this signal, that means 0.1, note down here. So this point may be always kept in your mind. That means if a signal is said to be causal signal if the ROC, that means the region of convergence, if region of convergence magnitude of z is greater than 1, magnitude of z is greater than 1, magnitude of z is greater than 1, magnitude of z is greater than 1. Okay, greater than 1. So z terms, so that Z expressed in descending order. The power of Z, that means, so that Z is represent in descending order. In descending order. Descending order. Okay. Descending order. Descending order. Descending order. So Z is represented in descending order, and you will get Z inverse in ascending order. Okay. So and Z inverse in ascending order. Okay. In ascending order. Z inverse will get in ascending order. Okay. In ascending order. Ascending order. Okay. So this is a statement. Maybe verify from this how we can just write represent here. That means Z divided by Z minus 1 by 2. Okay. Since this ROC magnitude of Z is greater than 1, so represent Z expression in descending order. So you maybe find out here the Z and the second term, Z and their second term, and you will get inverse of Z in ascending order. That means Z to the power here 0, Z to the power minus 1, Z to the power minus 2, Z to the power minus 3. Okay. So their inverse of Z power in ascending order. Okay. So you represent in this form. Okay. Next, second point is you maybe just explain this term. You may not represent something like this fashion. Suppose that this representation may be wrong if the xz represent in this fashion. That means xz equal to z plus z square by 2, z plus z square by 2 plus z square by 3 plus z plus z cube So we can just represent this expression in terms of z square plus z divided by z cube plus z plus 3, and then use the long division method for the inverse of the z transform. Okay, this representation is wrong. Can say that this representation is wrong if the region of convergence, that magnitude of z is your greater than 1. That means signal is your causal signal. Okay, so you may be transform z square plus z divided by z cube plus z plus 3, and then use the long division method. Okay, this representation is wrong. So this representation is wrong. Wrong. You just represent in this fashion. Correct. xz हम लोग कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे? दैट मीन्स z स्क्वायर डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर में z स्क्वायर प्लस z डिवाइडेड बाय z क्यूब प्लस z प्लस 3 इस फॉर्म, तब जाकर के हम लोग लॉन्ग डिवीजन मेथड यूज करेंगे. तो z to the power 2, that means z square plus z divided by z cube plus z plus 3. Okay, plus z plus 3. Z plus 3. So this is correct representation. Okay, we will say that this representation is correct, and then maybe use the long division method. Okay, so maybe this representation is not used, not used in this way, and or maybe this one is a suppose that wrong, or you maybe say that this one is your correct representation. Okay, so after that you may be use as the long division method. Okay, next point is your in the region of convergence, that means magnitude of z is less than 1, that means signal is your non-causal signal. Okay, so, non-causal signal, non-causal signal, non-causal signal. So non-causal signal, that means here you can represent in this fashion. Point number 2, that means a signal is said to be non-causal signal if the region of convergence of z, a signal is said to be non-causal signal non-causal signal if region of convergence if region of convergence means ROC magnitude of Z is less than 1. Okay, so magnitude of Z is less than 1. Magnitude of Z is your less than 1. Okay, so just write here magnitude of Z is less than 1. Magnitude of Z is less than 1. Okay, less than 1. So Z represent in ascending order and Z inverse in descending order. Okay, तो Z inverse को उस समय इस फॉर्म में रिप्रेजेंट करना है ascending order में. Okay, यदि region of convergence magnitude of Z is less than 1. So that Z is represent in ascending order. So Z is represent in ascending order ascending order and you'll get Z in descending order. Okay, so Z inverse in descending order. Z inverse in descending order. In descending order. Okay. So one example here also express that means xz equal to z square plus z plus 1 divided by z to the power 4 plus 2. Okay, so this one, if you represent xz equal to, in that one example, if you consider, that means xz equal to xz equal to z square plus z plus 1, z square z square plus z plus 1 z plus 1 divided by z to the power 4 plus 2, z to the power 4 plus 2. Okay. Plus 2. So this is your round representation. Round representation. So this one represent as xz equal to 1 plus z plus z square divided by 2 plus z to the power 4. Okay. So xz equal to, you need to represent as a, xz equal to 1 plus z square, 1 plus z square, divided by 2 plus z to the power 4, divided by 2 plus z to the power 4, 2 plus z to the power 4, and then use the long division method. Okay, so this representation is your correct. After correct. Okay. Correct. Okay. So based on the division, that means long division method, you may find out the inverse Z transform. Okay. Okay, fine. So we stop here today, and we will discuss some more things in the next class.